The first bite of that grilled butter noodle bowl almost made me forget I was standing in a school dining hall. The broth was silky, the noodles were springy, and the garlic butter hit so hard my soul nearly moved into the bowl. This was not lunch. This was emotional support with chopsticks. Oh my crunchy heavens! This tastes like a warm hug, a beach vacation, and a dramatic apology from the universe. The dining hall went quiet. Then someone groaned behind me.
There she goes again.
I turned and saw Kai Arden sitting by the window, glaring at me like I had offended his ancestors. Kai was the brooding kitchen prince of Harbor Light Academy, a coastal culinary school where students learned cooking, hospitality, and rich donor survival. My name was Luna Marlowe, and my life revolved around food, eating it, tasting it, reviewing it, dreaming about it. My family owned a tiny seaside noodle steakhouse called Marlowe's Bowl, and I was born between a spice rack and a grill. Also, I had golden taste buds. They never lied. If a dish was good, I screamed. If a dish was bad, I made it regret existing. Did you enroll here to cook, or is glaring at me your entire scholarship plan?
The world doesn't revolve around you and your dramatic food noises. You waste food, insult people's work, and act like taste is a talent show.
Taste is absolutely a talent show.
You're an arrogant brat.
And you're a walking rain cloud with knife skills. He stood, picked up his tray, and walked away. Unfortunately, he was also attractive, which made him even more annoying.
Girl, that was not an argument. That was seasoning.
Don't start.
Enemies to lovers, but make it garlic butter.
The next morning, Harbor Light announced that the Coastal Culinary Guild was reopening for first-year students. Only 10 people would be accepted. Winners got mentorship, funding, and a festival showcase. My entire body lit up like someone had deep-fried my heart. This was perfect. If I got in, I could help expand Marlowe's Bowl without losing what made it special. At the announcement hall, I noticed a shy girl hugging cookbooks. Her name was Alara. You're applying, I'm applying, and we're both getting in. Her nervous smile was tiny but real. Then I looked across the hall and saw Kai. Stop glaring!
Stop existing loudly.
The first test was written. Flavor theory, food safety, ingredient history, knife handling, and sauce balance. I studied all night with chili chips and flashcards. By morning, my brain smelled like cumin and panic. For me, it was easy peasy mac and cheesy. I finished early and saw Kai already turning in his paper. The results were posted the next day. First place, Kai Arden. Second place, Luna Marlowe. I nearly choked on strawberry candy.
Oh, he beat you academically and aesthetically. I'm just reporting facts. Careful, Marlowe. Your golden taste buds won't help if your brain gets second place.
Careful, Arden. Your personality might poison your dish. War had officially been declared. The second test was a paired challenge. 1 hour, 1 chicken dish, and roasted pineapple. I was about to grab Alara when Sebastian Voss stepped in front of me. Sebastian was rich, smooth, and handsome in a professionally manufactured way. Every sentence sounded perfumed.
Luna, partner with me. If we win, you owe me dinner.
No.
That was fast.
My rejection has express delivery.
Luna, do you maybe still need a partner?
Yes, perfect. Let's cook.
Your loss.
Alara and I decided on crispy garlic chicken with pineapple chili glaze. Well, I decided. Alara mostly nodded and looked terrified of the stove. And relax. You handle the pan, I'll handle the panic.
Isn't that just you not cooking?
It's emotional management. Unfortunately, Alara's first attempt tasted like a confused lemon had been bullied by a wet sock.
I ruined it.
No, we're just in the ugly part of greatness.
We have 20 minutes.
Then greatness better sprint. I fixed the glaze with crushed peanuts, lime zest, smoked chili, and a tiny brush of honey. One judge tasted it and called it bold, messy, but memorable. We passed. So did Kai, of course. Afterward, I found Alara hiding behind the pantry shelves.
I only passed because of you.
That's not true.
It is. I can plate beautifully, but cooking makes me panic.
Then we practice. That night, we snuck into the academy kitchen. Rumi came too, claiming he was there for visual supervision. Kai was already there, sharpening knives at a counter like a dramatic cooking vampire. I ignored him. Alara made dish after dish, and I sacrificed my precious tongue for science. This egg is legally charcoal. This sauce separated so badly it filed for divorce. This rice is crunchier than my emotional stability. We almost dumped another failed bowl into the trash. Kai slammed his knife down.
Stop.
Excuse me?
You're wasting food like it means nothing.
We're practicing.
You're playing. Some people stretch one pot of soup across 3 days. Food does not magically respawn because your first try was ugly.
The kitchen went silent. I wanted to snap back, but something in his face stopped me. Pain. Real pain, not attitude. For the first time, I wondered if Kai's anger was not about me. The final guild test came soon. They took us to Shellpine Island, a wild strip of beach behind the academy. No phones, no ingredients, no tools except one dull knife.
Use what you find. Make one dish before sunset. Your judge will be a surprise.
Holy flaming soup disaster! I could taste 20 sauces blindfolded, but surviving on an island was different. I once lost a fight with a jar lid. I found a flat rock for cutting, a shell spoon, and leaves big enough to become plates. Then I gathered wild herbs my grandmother had forced me to memorize. Protein was harder. I couldn't fish, I couldn't hunt, and I could barely catch a bus. Then I found eggs in a low nest. Sorry, bird mom, this is for my future. Starting a fire was worse. I rubbed sticks together until I was basically bullying nature. Then the sea wind punched my tiny flame out like it had personal beef with me. Are you kidding me? I grabbed my supplies and ran toward higher rocks as the tide crept closer. Kai was already there, building a fire shield from stones and wet sand like a wilderness chef wizard. I hate that you're useful.
Good. Hate quietly.
Before I could answer, we heard Alara gasp. Her basket had tipped near the waterline. Half her gathered herbs were gone, dragged away by the tide. She stood frozen, lips trembling.
My family used everything to send me here. If I fail, I go home with nothing.
I crouched beside her while Kai silently separated what could still be saved. No sarcasm, no glare. Just kindness. It made my chest do something stupid. Why do you love cooking so much, Kai? He stared at the gray sea.
My uncle worked on fishing boats. After my mom got sick, I stayed with him. Some storm seasons were brutal. One pot of stew had to stretch across the crew. Everyone still made sure the youngest deckhand ate first. That taught me food isn't decoration. It's proof someone still has enough strength to care.
My throat tightened.
One night, I burned rice so badly I cried. My uncle saved what he could and made porridge. He said a good cook respects whatever can still feed someone. So, yeah, I hate waste.
His words hit harder than any insult. Maybe I had treated food like a stage, while he treated it like survival. By sunset, we returned with our dishes. I made fire-roasted egg cakes with wild herb sauce and pineapple glaze. Alara made a coconut fish wrap from the few ingredients she saved, and somehow it looked like beach art. Kai made clear broth with grilled greens, shellfish, and charred lime. The surprise judge was the legendary masked chef behind Harbor Light's secret midnight menu. Nobody knew his name. Everyone feared him.
Chaotic.
My stomach dropped.
Bright, loud, reckless, but alive.
I nearly screamed.
Precise. restrained, honest.
The top 10 were announced. Kai got in. I got in. Alara got the final spot. She burst into tears and I nearly tackled her with a hug. Sebastian did not make it. He walked out without a word. That should have been the end. It was not. After the guild, Kai and I got weird. He started sitting near me at lunch. I started finishing my food even when it wasn't perfect. He left notes in my locker telling me not to scream because some people valued hearing. I left one on his station telling him to try smiling because it would not kill his knife skills. Rumi watched us like we were his favorite drama. Then my sister called.
Luna, you need to come home.
Marlo's bowl was almost empty when I arrived. Across the street, a new restaurant had opened, Voss House. Gold sign, fancy lights, luxury menu. Our menu, our noodle steak bowls, our signature butter glaze. Even our family slogan had been twisted into something shinier. And standing by the open kitchen was Sebastian.
Welcome, Luna. See, your little family recipes had potential. They just needed class.
You stole from us.
I improved you.
You copied us.
Then why is everyone eating here?
That hurt because it was true.
People don't want history, Luna. They want history with better lighting. Your family built the recipe. My family knows how to sell it.
I went back to Marlo's bowl and found my family staring at receipts, security footage, unpaid supplier bills, and a rent notice stamped with a red deadline. 2 staff members had already asked if they should look for other jobs. My sister kept saying we still had time, but her hands were shaking. Someone had photographed our kitchen, copied layouts, sauces, and even serving bowls. For the first time, food did not feel fun. It felt like losing home. Later, I saw 2 hungry kids standing outside the closed door, staring at the warm lights inside. I thought of Kai. Then I opened the door. We're not serving the full menu tonight, but if you're hungry, come in. I cooked something simple. Noodles, broth, egg, a little butter, and a little chili. They ate quietly, like the bowls were treasure. That was when I finally understood. Food was not just reaction. Food was not just winning. Food was not just flavor. Food was care.
So the dramatic food princess learned gratitude.
I spun around. Kai stood in the doorway. You scared the garlic out of me.
Rumi told me.
Of course he did. Kai walked in, rolled up his sleeves, and looked at the kitchen.
Then let's make something Sebastian can't copy.
We worked all night. Kai built the broth deep and smoky from beef bones, roasted onion, and scraps nobody else respected. I balanced it with chili butter, lime, honey, and a secret Marlo spice blend. Alara created the plating, beautiful enough to stop people mid-scroll. Rumi designed new staff aprons from blue canvas and sketched a sign for the window. By morning, we had our comeback dish, the Storm Bowl. Warm noodles, smoky broth, garlic butter steak, chili crisp, charred pineapple, lime, crunchy shallots. One bite and I nearly floated out of my body. This could make angels quit heaven and open a noodle shop. Kai smiled, a real smile. My knees became overcooked pasta. Opening night was madness. Rumi's blue canvas aprons and hand-painted window sign made the place look like a cozy seaside legend. Alara plated every storm bowl with golden chili oil, bright lime, and crispy shallots stacked beautifully. Phones lifted before spoons. Someone filmed the first customer taking a bite. He screamed. Then his wife screamed. Then 3 Harbor Light students screamed so loudly a dog outside barked in emotional support. The video went viral before dessert. People flooded Marlo's bowl. They came for the look. They stayed for the flavor. Then the masked chef himself arrived. He tasted the storm bowl in silence while everyone watched. Across the street, Sebastian stood outside Voss' house, pale with rage.
This is not a copied recipe dressed in gold. This has memory, hunger, joy, family, love. You can steal a menu, you cannot steal a soul.
The crowd went wild. Sebastian's fake empire started crumbling that night. Marlowe's bowl came back stronger than ever. And me? I learned that broth carries memory, flame gives food courage, salt tells the truth, and butter makes life softer when it gets too sharp. But the most important ingredient was never on the shelf. It was love. Messy, terrifying, garlic butter covered love. Kai found me outside after closing, holding 2 bowls.
No waste.
I took one. So, do you still think I'm an arrogant brat?
Yes.
I gasped.
But now, you're my arrogant brat.
That was rude.
You like it.
Unfortunately. And as we sat there with 2 warm bowls between us, I realized this was the stupidly perfect beginning of something I would definitely scream about later.